Hello, my dear students. Welcome you all for the metal and non-metal learning video. So, hope you have learned the previous video of metals and non-metal physical properties. So, today we are going to learn about the chemical properties of metals and non-metals. So, by learning the chemical properties, we have to differentiate metals and non-metal in such a way that how we are differentiated metals and non-metals physically. So if physically their properties are very clear. Both metals and non-metals are very different from each other. The same way, in chemical properties also we can differentiate metals and non-metals in a very clear manner. Okay, so let us start. So first is reaction with oxygen. So metals react with oxygen to form their respective oxides. Even non-metals also react with oxygen and forms their oxide. So first, we will learn about metals. Metals react with oxygen and form metallic oxide. The first example is given to you, that is magnesium. Magnesium reacts with oxygen. It reacts with oxygen means it burns. Reacting with oxygen means it is combustion. Combustion means burning. It reacts with oxygen and it with a bright light, that is dazzling white light, and forms magnesium oxide. So magnesium oxide will be in the form of ash. After burning magnesium, okay, in the magnesium will be in the form of a ribbon. It will burn in oxygen and form magnesium oxide. Even a paper will burn in the presence of oxygen. You know that for combustion oxygen is very necessary. That is what we are learning now. Even magnesium burns in the presence of oxygen and form magnesium oxide. Sodium, it burns in the presence of oxygen and becomes sodium oxide. Zinc also reacts with oxygen and from zinc oxide. And also, so iron, okay, so iron also reacts with oxygen and also with water and form iron oxide. So we have seen about iron. It's very common. We see that iron items get rusted very easily, isn't it? Simply if it is exposed to air and water, it may be in during rain, the rusting is very faster, isn't it? So if there is no rain also, the iron reacts with water vapor that is present in the atmosphere. It reacts with oxygen and water vapor and form ferrous oxide, that is Fe2O3. It is also called as iron oxide, and the common name for this iron oxide or ferrous oxide is rust, and the process is called rusting. So this is how metals react with oxygen. And one more metal which is very common to us, that is copper. You all use copper at home, and also nowadays copper water bottles, copper vessels are very familiar to you. You also use copper in your puja rooms also. And this copper, uh, if it is get exposed with the atmosphere or water vapor, okay, so this copper is not only reacting with oxygen, it also reacts with carbon dioxide also. It also reacts with water vapor. It reacts and forms rust. It also forms some metallic copper oxide. That is what it is given in your test. I have taken the photocopy of that. When a copper vessel is exposed to moist air for long, it acquires a dull green coating. The green material is a mixture of copper hydroxide, that is CuOH2 twice, and copper carbonate, that is CuCO3. So this is how the copper reacts with the reaction is given is that the copper plus H2O, that is water vapor in the atmosphere, plus carbon dioxide plus oxygen gives copper hydroxide. OH means hydroxide plus copper carbonate. CO3 means carbonate. CO means copper. So this is how copper reacts with in the atmosphere. So now we understood that this reaction of metal is so common that even day to day in our day to day life also we have seen these metal getting converted into its oxide. But some metals like gold, silver, platinum, they won't react with water vapor or oxygen or carbon dioxide. That is why we use them daily as our jewelry. Now coming to non-metal, so we will see how non-metals will react with oxygen. Of course, the same thing we will understand here, that is, even non-metals will react with oxygen and form non-metallic oxide. Okay, now we will see here one example for non-metal is sulfur. Sulfur reacts with oxygen and forms sulfur dioxide. Okay, in the same way, please see here carbon reacts with oxygen and forms carbon dioxide. Okay, so this is the similarity between metal and non-metal. What is that? Metals also react with oxygen and form metallic oxide. Here non-metal also react with oxygen and form non-metallic oxide. Then what is the difference? I told that we are going to study the difference, isn't it? What is the difference is this metal becomes metallic oxide, and this metallic oxide when we mix with water it forms base. It forms base. What is the meaning of base? Base means it forms OH group, that is hydroxide group. And here this non-metallic oxide, that is sulfur dioxide, is there na? When it reacts with water it forms H2SO3. It is nothing but here you can see H. Only H is there, not OH. Okay, so then it is an acid. It forms sulfurous acid. Even carbon dioxide. It metallic oxides are basic in nature, whereas non-metallic oxides are acidic in nature. See, when I tell about this sulfur dioxide, carbon dioxide, these oxides are there in our atmosphere. Okay, these oxides are produced by the factories. For example, carbon dioxide, it is produced by vehicles. Okay, it is produced by vehicle after the combustion of fuel in the vehicle. So carbon dioxide is a pollutant. Why? Because this carbon dioxide mixes with rainwater and form carbonic acid. Even sulfur dioxide, which is emitted by some of the industries, or sulfur dioxide is also emitted by the volcanic mountains. Okay, where there is a open volcano holes in the mountain, it always emits some gas, and that is nothing but sulfur dioxide gas. And the sulfur dioxide gas, it combines with rainwater and falls down as acid rain. So this is what acid rain is actually. Have you heard about acid rain? That is very familiar in Delhi and all. And it is because of these gases, that is sulfur dioxide, carbon dioxide gases, it reacts with water and form sulfurous acid and carbonic acid and fall down as acid rain, which is very dangerous for the crops, for the buildings, for the human beings and animals. So this is the difference. Understood? And to make it very clear, I am going to show a video. Okay, in that video we are using litmus paper also to know whether we are going to see with the nature of metal and the nature of non-metal. I already told the nature of metallic oxides are basic in nature, and the nature of non-metallic oxide when mixed with water it is acidic in nature. We will see the video now. Here see, what are the things needed is magnesium, sulfur, Bunsen burner and litmus paper. See here, magnesium, sulfur, Bunsen burner. Okay, now it will start. We are taking the magnesium ribbon. Okay, a pair of tongs are there. We are taking it and burning the magnesium ribbon. Now it burns with bright light, and After that, we are putting the ash in the watch glass. After that, we are taking a water and we are pouring this ash inside the beaker. So now, after mixing it, we are taking the litmus paper. We have testing with the red litmus paper, and we came to know that red litmus is turning to blue. It indicates that this solution is a base, that is your magnesium oxide becomes magnesium hydroxide. It is a base, so metals are basic in nature. Now we are taking sulfur. Okay, so this is how we have to learn metals are basic in nature. That is why we can get so many hydroxides. We can prepare, we have heard about sodium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, all the sodium, magnesium, they are all metals. Now coming to sulfur. Sulfur is taken, we are taking the Bunsen burner and we are burning the sulfur powder. So we are, what gas is coming outside is sulfur dioxide gas. We are collecting that sulfur dioxide gas in a beaker, in our test tube, and we are adding water to it. Now sulfur dioxide gas becomes sulfurous acid, and when we test with the litmus paper, paper turns red, indicating that it is sulfurous acid, it is an acid. So this video tells that metallic in nature, non-metals are acidic in nature. Whatever acids we have, it is from non-metal, and whatever bases we have, it is from metals. See here in the chart you can see the heading is, it is from the textbook, metals and non-metals in acids and bases. See these bases, these are all bases: calcium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide. This is all got from the metal magnesium, sodium, potassium. There are so many hydroxides, we can prepare our own hydroxides. And these are acids. Here sulfuric acid, it is a strong acid. And do you know which non-metal is present there? Sulfur. Okay, see, sulfuric acid is different, sulfurous acid is different. Sulfurous acid is a weak acid compared to sulfuric acid, it is a strong acid. Sulfurous acid is H2SO3, whereas sulfuric acid is H2SO4. Okay, and this is nitric acid prepared from nitrogen. Hydrochloric acid prepared from hydrogen and chlorine. Carbonic acid, it is made from carbon. So this is what the difference, first difference, that is metals and non-metals. Now is reaction with the water. See, we have already learned that even we have learned that how metallic oxide was reacting with water and forming hydroxides. Now directly some metals will react with water. Metals react with water and produce their hydroxides or oxides with the hydrogen gas. See here, sodium react with water and form sodium hydroxide. We know that. Potassium reacts with water and form potassium hydroxide. Okay, simply some metals, they directly reacts with water and form sodium hydroxides. Magnesium reacts with water and form magnesium hydroxide. But in this reaction, we have to see that a gas is produced here, and this gas is called hydrogen gas. In the reaction, hydrogen gas is evolved. So till here, please go through the video, understand carefully. Thank you.